Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat.
10 times comedians have zero tolerance for heckling.
Heckling is expected at comedy shows. Some people take it too far, creating tense situations that comedians aren't afraid to handle. In one of the wildest sets Matt Rife's done, some dude in Chicago apparently thought stand-up meant get up and sprint at the stage.
My God. Dog, can I help you? Jesus Christ. I mean,
What was he do? Bro, I don't know what body part he touched, but he needed to sanitize that. He need to have a hot, dirt, clean shot with 3 body washes, bro. What was he trying to accomplish? I'm not trusting no physical interaction with bro.
my security's fucking on one, dog.
While security casually dragged him off with one arm like he was a child, Matt clocked the other security guy, who the fan literally leapt in front of, and did absolutely nothing.
I could have been stabbed. He did make it to the middle.
Facts.
You fired for sure.
Man.
I'm pretty sure I heard you say, there he goes.
It's rare to see Jimmy Carr actually lose his cool, but he seemed genuinely annoyed at a group of friends who were causing trouble.
Why are you not sitting down? I'm going toilet. Are you allowed to go on your own? You sound like a f***ing idiot.
After hitting them with a not-so-subtle call-out, one would think they would shut it down, but they kept going, so he had to once again pause the show.
I'm just going to deal with this for 1 second. Guys, you're still standing up, and I think you're talking a little bit too much. You're probably irritating the people around you. So either stop, or we're going to kick you out. It'll be a pain in the ass.
Get to the bar.
Well, go. You fuck off to the bar then, mate. No. Fuck off to the bar now. Security, go up there.
Even the heckler's girlfriend caught a stray when Jimmy shut her down so fast it almost felt rehearsed.
No, couldn't give a f***, just shush. There's a lovely Australian phrase. Sometimes if a lady's a bit drunk and a bit loud, they'll say, stick a dick in it.
Yo.
I imagine you're no stranger.
Okay, not a heckler nor disrespectful, but Joe Rogan walked right onto this one.
Look at his body. He's just a ball of tense muscle just exploding on your face.
There's nothing worse for a comic than getting interrupted mid-joke, as it kills the setup. But for Matt Rife, an annoying crowd member just gave him more material to work with.
Alright, let's talk to somebody who spent Valentine's Day alone. Let's see. Virgo men and Aquarius men? You're Aquarius? Oh, I thought you were annoying. I'm sorry, I thought you were...
He hit back instantly, but he wasn't done with the heckler.
Bad. Why do you think Virgo men are the worst, though? You don't f with them? Look, I would fuck you. I haven't washed my hands since petting a dog. It smells like an Aquarius. What's that? Not you, though? All the other Aquariuses. Yeah. The quiet ones, yeah. What's your name? Amelia. Man, I wish you would disappear like Earhart. I really do. What are you in school for? Business? Yeah. Like minding your own?
And well, this is why Matt Rife is considered one of the best comedians in crowd work. A woman was very intoxicated throughout comedian Akaash Singh's show, and everyone was noticing. But he didn't go after her until she started yelling in the middle of his set.
Shut up. Can you let me get to the fucking joke? Who's to make sense? You're this drunk at 7:30, and you think they got the problem?
He or her. Yo, hold on.
You probably do have more money than me.
Bringing up the money would later backfire for the heckler, but then she interrupted the show once again by spilling her drink.
Knocked over a drink. I think I know the answer to that question. We could kick her out whenever y'all want. I really don't give a f***. I'll pick up the tab. We can have fun if you're done. I just need to make sure it's out of your system. No, I don't want to talk about you anymore. I just want to make sure you're done talking.
Eventually, she stormed out solo as her date didn't even follow. Instead, he casually snitched on what she does for a living, and the crowd lost it.
You can stay, dude, if you want to. I have no issue with you. Yeah, you're not involved. I love that she thought everyone was going to leave with her, and everybody's like, thank God this left. Thank God this bitch left. How do you guys know her? Is she like a...
The cart girl from the country club.
It's crazy, bro. She was the last person to start bringing up money. I know I am, too. That's why I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? At first, you're supposed to have common sense with stuff like that. If you know you're struggling, you're struggling. And hey, look, she might be a rich car girl for all we know. You know what I'm saying? But hey, look, if you about to be flexing your money to another individual, you better have a job that's flexible.
I never thought I would have such arrogant opinions from such a poor person, you know what I mean? Yeah, she got more money than me. Hey, just because you were around it don't mean you are it, you know what I mean? My camera guy's 7 feet, I'm still 5'7". The fuck? I hang out with this guy every day, that don't do nothing for me.
Some people just shouldn't drink at comedy shows. Joe Rogan was mid-set when one guy kept yelling random nonsense like he was trying to summon a podcast episode.
I think it's a good idea. I'm just curious. Why do you think it's a good idea to just yell shit out? Then once you turn around and look at there's 2,000 other people besides you. You know that, right?
And of course, the second he finally gets Rogan's attention, he goes silent.
Curious. Why do you think it's a good idea to just yell shit out? Oh, now you're gonna shut up? I'll get you kicked out, motherfucker. You better talk to me now.
Yo.
Don't be a coward. Do you wish that things had gone better and you got the attention that you feel you deserve, but it didn't work out that way? So you just cry out everywhere. Are you one of those dudes where the light turns red and you...
Yo, he on his ass. I was trying to see a rebuttal.
You don't want to take that left turn, so you just go into the intersection anyway and people start beeping. Because you don't give a fuck about other people. You think about your own little baby self, you big old grown-up baby.
This was the therapy session this guy needed all his life. Also, props to the cameraman for holding that steady. If you can't take a joke, maybe going to a comedy show isn't the best idea. And definitely don't heckle during one. Jeremiah Watkins was mid-bid about potty training when this woman decided to jump in.
I guess I'm his comfort when that's happening, right? Some of us, what?
Put him on the toilet when he starts to do it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna trust you as a mom.
Since she completely derailed the setup, Jeremiah had no choice but to entertain the heckler.
How old were your kids when they were potty trained?
My youngest was 9 months.
By the way, every mom in here is like, well, she's lying. you're 9.
She's like, I'm her husband. She's absolutely right. Our daughter was like at 9 months. Potty trained.
Oh, by the way, their daughters are dogs, by the way.
Judging by the husband's face, he was in shock, as Jeremiah jokingly implied their daughter was a dog. That's when things turned hostile fast.
She's not a dog, she's not a bitch, and not
I don't know, her mother is kind of...
Let's just say they didn't appreciate the quick comeback.
I'm actually not talking to you anymore.
I think that's what we all wanted.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you anymore. Don't call me a bitch.
I didn't. I never use those words. I do not call women. I do not call that.
Move on to your next bit.
The tension started raising in the room, and the crowd started turning on the hecklers as well, in hopes they would leave or at least be quiet.
She has free will. Look at her face. Yo, she is done. She is. Man, I don't know how long the comedy show been going on, but I can tell that she been there for too long. Way too long.
Eventually, the couple accepted defeat and they left, probably to leave a 1-star review. Somehow, the audience member thought Sammy Obeid was throwing shade at her for being brown, when he was literally just telling a story about himself.
I have a hard time throwing away things if they're not like done. I think that's like the trauma of brown parents, you know what I mean? So
What do you mean for the brown parents part?
I keep looking at you. I looked at you once for the brown parents part. I only did one brown parents reference. I looked at you twice, and you look back at me as if you don't have brown parents. You liar, okay?
Before moving on, he tried to lighten the mood with one last joke, but she wasn't done.
Because
I bought your house.
let me give you a piece of advice.
No. Please don't.
People in this room are very not happy with what's going on right now. You also do have to understand at the live show, there's like a little bit of a barrier that needs to happen. You can't interrupt the jokes with your commentary.
Hell yeah!
You didn't say any commentary. until you said commentary. That's exactly, because remember I was
Yo.
like, because you know with brown parents and you're like, why'd you look at me when you had brown parents? I didn't say, hey, did you notice I'm looking at you?
Sammy went full gentle parenting mode, but it was hard to tell if she was a compulsive talker or just really wanted to get roasted since a few minutes later she jumped in again.
I hate having feelings. I hate having a line.
It's just like that.
And
I'm human and you don't have to put me down for the entire time.
oh, okay. I knew that was going to come out. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Okay, what's that? I'm an asshole.
We love you anyway.
Don't turn into a 40-year-old asshole. I've been an asshole my whole life, okay? Okay. You liked me, you were a fan of me, and then you came and tried to make the show about you. You're doing it right now. At
this point, everyone was getting frustrated and wanting her to leave, and even other fans had to step outside to take a breather from the heckler.
I'm actually taking a step outside because I can't stand them very much.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Props to Sammy for handling things like a pro. Isaac Butterfield had the misfortune of running into a full-blown Karen mid-set, and she was determined to earn that title. It all started with a harmless heckle.
Contractors. What? What's your name, ma'am? You made the cow noise. Big moo. Huh? Hey, babe, how are you?
The interaction was overall friendly, and he got back to his routine when he was suddenly interrupted again.
Dudes, though, they don't have anything. And that makes me sad. What? Jeez, you're a... I know. You're like a pterodactyl. Shut up. My God. I know you've been drinking. Please, drive home.
But of course, she couldn't stop there. A few more interruptions later, even the audience was done with her and got herself kicked out.
Thanks for your $60, you fucking loser.
That's crazy. W video though, W video, man. Alright. Okay.